Hey, welcome back to Let's Play Dunny Legacy. I'm only going to be reading Castor's journal in these next two videos, and I'll get back to the main game afterwards. You could skip these videos if you really wanted to, but since the majority of the game is about reading the journals, it would pretty much be pointless to do so. Reading journals like this is a first for me, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I won't butcher it too badly, especially since some of the writing is kind of hard to read. 7:12. Must hurry. Even as I make these scant scratches in my journal, Dunny is being enveloped by a large green cloud of an unknown origin. It appears to be coming right from the very walls surrounding the city. From my window, I can see the people fleeing in vain, dropping stone dead as the very wisps of fog reach their lungs. I search for Di Tiama. She is nowhere to be found. My love, my Di Tiama, why did you not listen to me and follow me? We could have been together for the rest of eternity. Cannot write any longer. Must link to Cormica. 7:26. I spent the past 14 days tidying up my family's age. Every single moment I spend in idleness only brings my thoughts back to Dunny and what was lost. I don't believe I've been back to the Desert Age Cormica since my father's death on the day of the third feast of the Maker so many years ago. I recall the funeral well. He requested to be lowered into the large churning caldera boiling on the edge of the desert, dressed entirely in his guild robes. I remember looking down, feeling the raw heat of the whirling lava, watching as the guild robes ignited and my father slipped below the crest. Since then, no one in my family has returned. My mother gave me the book to Cormica just before she and my sister escaped Dunny through the winding tunnels to the surface world. I opted to stay in Dunny to protect the wonderful ages my father wrote and the feeble attempts I had made. I was turned down time and again each time I tried to join the Guild of Writers. I know I have the talents. My father told me so. He said I have great potential, but as I am now looking through some of the books he wrote in his lifetime, I see some very detrimental errors he made. If given enough time, each of his ages would simply self-destruct, collapsing in on themselves. I am currently copying over one of his most striking ages, Goarsa. Beautiful tropical beaches, striking blue waters, and a mountain covered in green vegetation. But there is a fatal flaw deep in the soil of Goarsa. A chemical imbalance that will eventually turn the ground sour, causing all life to die. I will be spending my time restructuring my father's words until it is safe to return to Dunny, so I can save his most wonderful age. It was to be a wedding gift to my Di Tiama when she accepted my offer of my hand in marriage. 6:10. I spent nearly a year in the age of Cormica, a speck of dust upon the limitless face of the desert. I have a square mile of grass, a small spring of water, a pathetic palmer tree, and my hut to call my own. The very air seems to drown me on some days. I look out to the horizon, hoping to see some sort of life, even a bird. Each time, I see only the heated air and whirling sandstorms. Some days I can't rouse myself out of bed. Other days, I'm filled with such a rage, I tear at the bark of the palmer tree, trying in vain to pull the whole thing down. I pick up handfuls of clear water and throw it into the sand, watching it evaporate within seconds. I am disgusted with the waste, but at the same time, watching the sparkling drops of water disappear calms me. The rest of the time, I'm working hard at the few books of my father's I've brought with me. Some days I wonder if I should quit my existence upon this depressing age and move to one of my father's more hospitable ages, such as Goarsa, instead of using them as harvest ages. Every time I make the attempt, however, I find some fatal flaw in my father's art. The idea of linking to one of them, only to have an earthquake swallow me up, or to have the moon fall out of orbit, terrifies me. And as for Goarsa, I cannot bear to even visit that age. The days I cannot write, will not even move, I think about Di Tiama. The things I would buy her, the look upon her face when I would surprise her with some trinket she had been eyeing the week before, and the realization that I would never see that look again. Oh, Di Tiama, my love. 7:20. Di Tiama. Question mark. Today I walked so far into the desert that I thought I could never come back, and even contemplated curling up, covering myself with sand, rejoining with my family. I instead turned, walked back to my little hut, and climbed into bed. I did it for you, my beloved. And since this journal is going to take a while to finish, I don't think I can fit it in one video, I'm going to cut this one here, so I'll finish this journal in the next video.